nothing but a mistake. No shade to Coach Outlet. I got a Coach purse right now. I love Coach.
You do. I'm likely not going to see the comment unless you had told me to go check and see the comment. Like, girl, they eating you up in there. I'm probably not going to see it because I'm not checking for it.
Welcome to
Marriage Pinnacles Chats from the Peak,
where God's favorites link up.
My name is Dr. Lara.
And I'm Memi.
And welcome to Marriage Pinnacles Chats from the Peak. We're back. You know, we haven't recorded in a minute. So this is like, I don't know. It just feels like
riding a bike. Like riding a bike.
It's riding a bike. To us, we're dropping the episodes consistently, but we just haven't recorded in a little bit.
Yeah,
it's been a little gap in time.
Yeah.
So hopefully we're not having to do any bloopers or anything because
ain't no bloopers over here.
Is that right?
We blooper free.
Is that right? Oh, we're in the second half of the year. So
look, if you see how the producer's looking at us.
Bruh, because this one right here.
I'm not ashamed of needing a retake or two. You know,
or 3 or 4. Actually,
you gotta do it until you get it right. Okay.
Well, welcome. For those of you who are new here, this is Chats from the Peak, where we talk about all things love, healthy relationships, and marriage. And we do that from a clinical lens, a cultural lens, and a little bit of life experience. So if you are new here, tap the notification bell, subscribe, comment, like all of the things, and stay engaged with our Peak Seeker community. It was actually nice today. So myself and Memi were out to get a little, food for the crew. And we saw one of our Peak Seekers.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Randomly at Chick-fil-A. It was really nice seeing her, just running into her. So she came to one of our date nights events. And it was just really nice seeing her out in the community. So it was good.
Shout out to her.
Yeah. Mom, how you been?
I've been good. I've been actually really good.
That's
like
good.
In a very good place.
That's
like
good.
I'm very much, I don't know, just like happy.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like, okay, like we walking in purpose.
That's right.
We're every day trying to do better.
Yeah.
So how about you?
I am doing well too. I think I'm actually slowing down just a bit from I've been emceeing every
you've been working.
Weekend.
Working.
Not mad.
You've been working.
Book the Doc MC. But
please do.
It has been week after week. So it's slowing down a little bit and I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
Literally the kids are like, Mama, you got a gig? 4-year-old Zion. Mama, you got a gig? And I'm like, for the fact that she knows what a gig is.
But I love that they see their mom working. And it's not just the grind or the 9 to 5. It's like something that you're passionate about, something you're good
I really love
at.
it. I do love it.
So I think it's such a good example for them.
Yeah, so they do, but they, it's slowing down, which is not bad. It's not a bad thing at all.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get like a weekend or two to myself and then we go again, but it's been good.
Yeah.
And just, I feel like, I've been putting myself out there a little bit more. I think we've been putting ourselves out there a little bit more.
We have.
And I think that's a good thing. And I love it for us. And we, doing little different things. Like we got something that we about to do that's a little different.
a little, interesting.
But it's on brand for us.
It is on brand.
It's on brand for us. It is on brand. So for those of you who are new here, myself and Memi, we love karaoke.
Obsessed.
She more than me. She goes by Karaoke Mems.
If you find my deep cut karaoke Instagram page, please keep it to yourself.
Don't keep it to yourself. Actually post.
Don't tell nobody about my Instagram karaoke.
Yeah, so we really love karaoke. And so we want y'all to love karaoke too. So
lock in.
Hello. So we're going to play something really fun really quick. So in here we have 3 choices. So we have our producer's choice, Memi's choice, and my choice. And so based on what we pick, that's going to be the song we sing for y'all. And then we're not going to give y'all all the notes.
We're just going to give y'all a little taste.
Little taste.
A little taste. So maybe if we have a karaoke couples night, y'all going to want to come out and join us.
Period. Because one thing, karaoke is a good time.
Love. No. Like you cannot have a bad time at karaoke.
I just took my girlfriend karaoke for the first time and she had a ball.
Where you went without me? Oh, what we doing? You just told on yourself.
Sorry. Forgive me for that. But it's my choice. So one of my go-to karaoke songs, Don't Judge Me, Judge Your Mom, takes me back to my middle school, high school days. No, it's not high school. This is middle school.
For sure, middle school.
2000s, millennium, when boy bands.
You wasn't
ruled.
outside. Y'all wasn't outside.
You wasn't outside.
Y'all wasn't outside.
One of my go-to karaoke songs is "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys. You are my fire, the one desire. Yes, I know it's too late, but I want it that. Our producer is laughing at us.
He gotta get
we
out the way.
We had to belt the part. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say.
Don't wanna hear you say.
I want it that way. 'Cause I want it that way. That was actually kind of good.
Please, can we cut?
No, we cannot. Drop in the comments what your go-to karaoke song is, because I'm sorry, I know the 8.
Oh my gosh, please.
Please don't judge us. Don't judge us too much.
Don't have a karaoke night without us.
We just having a little bit of fun, okay?
Oh my gosh.
That's all. Okay, so on to more serious marriage, relationship, and healthy love.
The reason why we're here.
Memi, as much as we're in a healthy place, and I love that for us, I mean, coming up with this episode was a little tough, I think, because there was a season we were kind of going through where it was just like,
felt stuck.
It kind of stuck a little bit, you know what I mean?
It did.
So I think sometimes you just got a vision of how things going to be, and I want you to get into this internet chokehold.
Yeah. So our internet chokehold today, we're talking about sort of like how hard it is to be positive and share your wins and your joys in a society, or we could just talk about social media that is so fueled by negativity. It's hard. It's hard to live your best life.
It is
when people are just
constantly have
waiting on your downfall.
Literally, always got something to say.
Always have something to say. Crazy. So the internet chokehold, which was like fascinating to me over this last month, was this young lady on TikTok who posted about a Coach bag. So if y'all are on TikTok or forever online like me, y'all have definitely seen this story. So it was a young woman who sent her husband a text, or her fiance a text message, and asked him, what do I have to do to get this? How many likes do I need to get this Coach bag? Yeah. So it's like a trend that people do. Yeah. Like they just post the text messages.
Yeah, for sure.
So he said something like, I need you to get 30,000 likes.
He gave a little list.
I need you to double your followers. Yeah. I need you to get Clark Peoples. Yeah. That's her last name?
Clark, yeah. And I met her. She's actually so sweet. She's so
I love her.
Sweet. Yeah.
I love her content.
So cool. I love her content too. Yeah, she's really nice.
So he was like, and get her to comment. So immediately, like she's posting this thinking like, oh, he's so funny. He's supporting me. When I tell you this lady got dragged.
Yeah, unnecessarily.
She got dragged for weeks.
Yeah, it was making
about that.
It made no sense.
And it's like, off rip, I get it. It's like, nah, you can't just get her the bag. I looked up those bags. They were $600 a pop. So people were like, oh, he's a brokey.
Oh my gosh.
I said, that's $1,200. She wanted 2 Coach bags. And we talking about like Coach, not Coach Outlet. Like,
not a little rich.
No shade to Coach Outlet. I got a Coach purse right now. I love Coach. Like a vintage, my mom's old Coach purse. So I love Coach. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. But it's levels. So this is the higher level, the pure good leather. Yeah. And so this man just said, and then she said, can she get it as her wedding gift? Yeah. So you know how bride and groom, they exchange gifts. So she was like, this is what I want. Yeah. What I got, how many likes do I need to get? Yeah. And so he just gave her a list and people dragged her for Phil.
Ridiculous.
Clark actually bought her the bags and posted, like, girl, tell him that she want a yacht. Like, funny, like, she wasn't a mean girl or nothing.
Literally, she's so sweet.
Yeah, like, so she bought the bags, and she was like, I'm sending them to you, girl. Don't worry about the likes.
Get something else, right?
Yeah, tell him to get you something else. Something to get you a yacht. Like, all in good fun.
Yeah.
So people now were in Clark's comments like, oh, she said her man got it. She said her man a doctor. You need to take them bags back. Clark had to come back and make a video like, do you know those bags were $1,200?
Yeah, like, stop.
She was like, yeah, I have it because I'm blessed.
Yeah.
But
that's not the case for everybody.
A lot of people don't just have $1,200 to drop on a bag. So I feel like that was the issue, was people were attacking her, saying that her man didn't value her, or her man asked her to, like, jump across a bridge and do a double flip.
Like
and, you know? And so I saw a perspective that I actually really liked. Yeah. And I don't know if it was Kevin on stage. I can't remember. But it was somebody else did a perspective. And they were like, how come nobody saw it as him knowing that his wife or fiance is a small creator or micro influencer and trying to encourage her, right? Because a lot of us are fueled by incentive. So trying to encourage her, like, baby, go a little bit harder on your brand, build your following, build, keep going, be consistent. And when we get married, I got you.
Right.
You know? So how come that wasn't a perspective? Why was it immediately negative?
And you know what? Even to another level. And I don't want to get on my soapbox and then go on a tangent. But it's crazy how a snippet of people's information, people can really create these think pieces.
Completely.
Like they know your mama, your grandmother, all the stuff that was in your bloodline, and come up with these like crazy stories.
People genuinely wanted her to divorce, like,
not get
break
married
off her engagement.
Because of why?
Because he asked her to get 30,000 likes for a bag. Like, even if you don't get the bag at all, you know how much I've asked my man for that I've never gotten, that I've never received? Should I have left him?
That you're not gonna get.
That I'm never getting? Should I leave him?
Like, let's be so for real.
Yeah, I feel like people just have this deluded, especially these days, where I think it's like everything is like princess treatment and soft life and kept wife. Like, we see so much of that content.
And then also I think everything is disposable too, because I'm like, how, because of this small thing, divorce, don't get married.
Like,
because
leave
of
him,
this little thing.
Like a man that could be the best man in the world, but he don't have $1,200 to just drop.
And the thing is, he never said he wasn't getting the bags, though.
He never said that.
Like, I just do not understand how we got here.
No, that was actually so crazy. Like, watching it, I really thought it was like a fever dream. I'm like, what is happening? Because even me, like, I love a good spoiled situation. Like, I love to see girls get spoiled. I love it. Yeah. But that didn't cross my mind to think, like, oh, he's terrible.
Leave him. Get out of here. Run for the hills.
I just like, how did we get from here to there?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I think some girls are just, like, I feel like, again, like that, this whole content with, like, seeing women that are, like, some girl posted, like, asking her man for a Chanel bag.
Okay.
And then he was just like, she had sent it to her man, like,
oh, yes. Okay.
She was like, how many likes do I need for a Chanel bag?
Like, you don't need it. Something like that.
He was like, what? What are you talking about?
And they hit up the essay or something.
Yeah, he hit up the Chanel essay, sales associate. And was like,
but think about that,
he's probably wealthy.
But Memi, that's the point I'm about to make. It's probably like 5 people who could do that.
Yeah.
And obviously I'm exaggerating.
Like, out of 100.
Yeah, like, think about it. That's not the norm. So you're posting that. Sure, people are gonna like it, but that's not reality like, for most people.
Exactly, and it's like I see that, and it's like, oh, I love that for you. Like, you're kept, you're spoiled, you're well taken care of. Yeah. You don't understand. I love to see it.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm not gonna hold that as the standard.
It's not the standard.
Like, if every man cannot do that, you need to leave them. Yeah. That's just not realistic,
it's not
y'all.
Realistic. And it's negative.
It's not like that is the 0.1% that can just get up
and do that
and drop a couple thousand on their girl's back. Like, that is very rare.
It's not normal.
The median income in America is $50,000 a year. A year.
Yeah.
I think people lose that plot all the time.
Yeah, because they
because
see
of social media.
And then their circle, right?
And then exactly, our circle is probably more than 50,000. At least just even in our area. I know my city is like 100,000.
Yeah.
This is the medium income. So where you live also matters.
It matters,
correct, right? But still, let's look
across the nation. Let's look across the nation.
Let's spread that. Like, is everybody okay?
All right.
And then another post that we saw that kind of went in line with this, and this lady was kind of speaking on it, but she gave like another angle. Mm-hmm. She was talking about kind of why do married women gatekeep their happiness? You know what I'm saying? And that for me was like the perfect.
It was like
the perfect angle that she gave, because she was like, in order for me to stay happy, I must be private. Yeah. And that was so, because I'm like, we're doing the exact opposite. Right? Like that, our entire brand is about sharing
and encouraging other people to do the same.
Like that is our calling, is to share our highs and our lows, correct. In order to motivate, in order to encourage, in order to inspire. Yeah,
because it's not linear. It's not. It is like this. Like, that's how it is.
It is, literally. So it's like, so when she was talking about it, she was like, people wonder why they only hear negative stories of marriage. Yeah. They only hear the downs. Yeah. They only hear, oh, my man cheated. Oh, I'm getting a divorce. They only hear that.
People be tuned in to parts 1 through 18 for everything negative. But you give them a good
look. That was like 40 parts.
But you give them a happy ending. They gone on part 1.
Imagine me doing 20 parts about how I got the best gift ever.
No, people not trying. No,
it's not going to get as much exposure. And why is that? Yeah. So there's something that we're talking about today, is this negativity bias. Dr. Lara, can you go into that?
Not the formal title.
We have a psychologist here, guys, in case you didn't know.
Hey, guys. Yeah, it's me. So, so negativity bias, not our producer, like literally laughing at us. It's actually kind of crazy. So there is such a thing called negativity bias, right? And so I can give y'all my definition, but I do want to give a more structured definition,
and then you can break it down.
Yeah, and so it's a cognitive bias where it describes people's tendency to pay attention and remember things that are more negative. So that's events. It could be actual things that are said to you versus positive or neutral events or comments or whatever the case may be. And it's also known as like the positive negative asymmetry. And so when you engage with things that are positive or negative, it doesn't have the same intensity or it doesn't have the same as a negative one. Negative things does. Think about it. Like when your husband tells you, and I'm not giving a real example, but if your husband tells you like, I don't really like that. I don't really like that outfit.
Yeah. You're feeling it till next week?
You're going to feel it. You're going to keep bringing it up. You're going to be mad at him and not be talking to him.
Every time you see that outfit, you're going to be like,
nah, I'm not going to wear that.
Yeah, like I'm never wearing that again.
He could tell you every single day that he love your outfit. You don't even remember.
I don't even flinch.
It don't flinch.
Yeah,
it doesn't
That's real.
choke the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it is this state where it's just the way we process information. And it's also kind of like, that's why sometimes, you'll hear the saying that like, when you get too close to the fire, you burn. And so sometimes they say, oh, if they feel it, then they won't do it again.
Yes.
Right? Yes. That's why a kid can play around a stove every time, because they're not getting hurt.
Right.
And so that one time that they do, they remember, oh, stove.
Yes.
Keep me away from that. It's correct. The same thing. It's the same thing with like the actual experiences, right? Yeah. And so this negativity bias, it's like we just are tuned into things and paying attention to things a little bit more when they're negative.
Yeah. And it makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
However,
it's too magnified.
It's magnified. So my question is, why do you think people engage more with drama than with love?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I feel like it's that sensationalism of it. Yeah. There's this meme or like soundbite that goes at something like, oh, I don't know something, but it's provocative.
Oh, yeah.
Like the Kanye West thing.
Kanye West, yeah.
He'd be like something, but it's provocative.
But it gets the people going.
Yeah. It gets the people going. Yeah. And it's like people just like, I feel like things that are like controversial and, create conversation are just more entertaining, more interesting. I mean, look at our TVs, right? Look at Real Housewives. Look at Married to Medicine. Look at all these shows that I used to love. Yeah. And before it was like, it had like a tinge of negativity.
Yeah. Now,
but over the years, the negativity just is just completely
taken over.
Yeah.
And that's what people want to see.
And people want to see. Love and Hip Hop ATL is still on TV. I have no idea. I saw something on Twitter like, y'all, don't nobody else watch Love and Hip Hop ATL but me. And it's like, why are you watching it? Things like Zeus Network, Baddies. No shade to y'all that love it. I know some of y'all love that. No shade. But those things are...
They literally go on there to fight.
Somebody would say there needs to be a Love Island Baddies.
Please no. Please no. I already don't watch Love Island, but
I would be tuned out.
I would cherish what I did watch of it. Because why?
But some people are, and I feel like that's a question for yourself. Yeah. Like, again, not judging you, but ask yourself, why is this the most entertaining thing for me? Exactly. And also, do I engage with positive content in the same way? That's so good. Because it's nothing wrong with it if you just need, like for me, I love to turn my brain off. Yeah. So I love to watch stuff that don't make me think. I love to just disappear, escape into shows where I can just laugh, not have to follow a plot, for sure. So I love it. But I also enjoy positive content just as much. Like I will sit online, I will watch babies play. I will watch...
We were talking about this stuff.
Lara was talking about watching military people come home to the...
When I tell you, Lara at 12 a.m., when I'm turning down, and I'm on TikTok, them military vets coming home and surprising their kids.
So good. So
weeping.
Good.
When I say weeping,
so good.
Weeping may endure for a night because I am weeping, literally. At these,
I love it.
I'm obsessed.
It's so good.
So good.
But that is balance, right?
That's balance.
So it's like, but if you are someone that only wants to watch the baddies and the Love and Hip Hop ATL, and when you see stuff like that, you're just like corny losers. You gotta ask yourself, like, what's going on here?
Am I the problem?
Are you the drama, baby?
Are you the drama?
You might be the drama mama.
Yes.
So,
and I think that even segueing into that, like, I think that even for our brand, right? I feel like it's a little frustrating at times, right?
It is extremely frustrating.
Yeah, low-key, I'm definitely downplaying it. It's not
Don't
a little.
Downplay it. We're fighting for our lives in here.
Fighting for our lives. Yeah. Like, and we've gotten perspective about, like, we are, like, our brand really is about self-improvement, right? It is. Like, you have to take an actionable step.
You have to be willing to do the work. It's essentially a self-help.
It is self-help. And self-help. At the end of the day, there's education there. People don't like school. People don't like to learn. People don't like to sit in class. People like to cram. People like to cheat. So think about it. If you do all those things in school, you're not gonna
be
what we're giving you because it takes time. Yeah. You have to put in the work. Yeah. You got to do it more than once. It's got to be consistent.
You got to be accountable. You got to look in the mirror. You got to be self-aware.
Like, it's all of those things. And so it's frustrating at times. Like, we're building a brand that is solely based on somebody else saying they're choosing to do the work. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And we are putting ourselves first and saying that, yes, we are in this with you guys, doing the same thing. We do not have perfect relationships. We do not have perfect marriages. We have had to struggle, come up, gasping for air, all of the things, but we're still here, right? Yeah, and so it's frustrating when we don't necessarily, like, get what we want. And so it makes me think, like, how far are we willing to go outside of ourselves for clicks and likes?
We ask that question all the time. Like we're constantly asking, like,
am I going to have to twerk on a handstand here? Is it to that point? Is it to that degree?
Oh, girl, twerking going to get you.
It's going to get me likes.
Twerking going to get you ran out real quick.
But that's not the point.
Yeah, but it's something that we really do talk about all the time.
No, literally.
Because we're constantly saying, how far are we willing to go where we can still maintain our brand and maintain our vision and our purpose and our voice and still attract the audience that we're looking for.
Yeah.
Because that is a struggle, right? Like, I am aware that this is not for everybody.
It's not, no.
Some of y'all not even in relationships, not checking for it.
Facts.
Some people are in relationships but don't really want to hear someone preaching at them or telling them about themselves or giving advice. It's just not for everybody. And I'm aware of that. But I think the struggle is finding that community. And we are and we are blessed that we've come such a long way. And we love our community. Shout out to y'all, love y'all. But we want to grow of course, because every business, if you're not growing, you're dying. So we want to grow. So it's like we're constantly looking for ways. How do we get in front of our people?
Yeah, for sure.
And you hear stuff like that, like, oh, you have to use the right keywords. You have to, be a little enticing with your content, but not to the point where you're selling yourself out.
But unfortunately, some people do. Do you know what I mean? And so I think that it really bodes the question, like, how far are we willing to go? Like, Memi, would we change our content if it meant we was going to grow our platform faster?
I'm only willing to go but so far. Like, it's the minute it stops being about healthy relationships and improving yourself and doing better and living a fulfilled life and building the minute it goes outside of that, you lost me.
Count me out, Jack.
It just gotta make sense. I'm sorry. I would rather, God forbid, I would rather stay the same size forever than to, and I'm not trying to be like hoity-toity or righteous or nothing like that. It's just like, there's certain things, like you're not going to see us twerking. You're not going to see us talking about crazy stuff. And like, I can't think of any like weird examples now.
For sure.
Well, there's these people that brought in like the witches to their show. I don't want to say no names. But
the thing is with them, and to be honest, to be fair, because I actually do watch their podcast. I believe they genuinely
just didn't know.
They didn't know.
You don't think it was clickbait?
I don't think it was clickbait.
Okay.
To me, I don't think it was clickbait. Like, I think that they were really under the
impression that was a good idea.
That was a good idea. Somebody who was apparently not anymore said that they weren't anymore, I think, and wanted to get their perspective.
Got you.
And I'm happy that they were able to get counsel from the person who came on and was like, I think that's a good idea. You just opened yourself up to other stuff. And I think that once they had that awareness, they were able to kind of
rectify
it. But to me, I think that there's a level of like
risk taking,
but then also I feel like there is a level of like, this is going to get clicks. But I don't think that the purpose of them bringing her on was for clicks.
That.
I don't think so.
I get that.
Do you know what I mean?
I get that.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. And I think that for me is I'm willing to take risks. I'm willing to do stuff because I'm a very like straight line person. I'm like extremely logical. I'm very much about numbers and data. Like, okay, does this make sense?
Yeah, you are.
If we do this, what's the ROI?
What's the ROI?
You know? So, but it's like I'm willing. I think for me, I'm willing to kind of step outside of that like uber logical, uber structured, uber strict kind of box and try different things.
Absolutely.
I'm willing to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
But the values must align.
And I think honestly,
that's just
that it's always going to be that for us, right? Like, I think you said it. You kind of hit the nail on the head for me. Like, once it stops being about relationships, healthy relationships, families, building up the community, it really ends for us. And I think that that's why I'm so happy that we're doing this, because I feel like we're very much aligned on that. That the end goal has to be back. Like, again, I think that there are different routes to get
like we
somewhere.
talked about that. Even when we talked about like being, sorry, I cut you off.
No, you're good.
But being guest on a podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I was like, like guest for what? Like, are they talking about they ain't talking about marriage? What we on there for? And Lara was like, there is so much that we represent outside of marriage.
Girl.
And I was like and then she was like, we're mothers. We have a business.
We're friends.
We're friends. We're daughters. And I was like, oh. And then I made a list. I'm like, okay, these are all the things that we can do. These are all the kind of podcasts that we can go on.
Linear line, this girl right here. Until she's like, okay, that actually does make sense.
It just has to make sense.
Yeah, it has to make sense. And I get that.
But so I was like, I'm trying to be more comfortable with things that might not make sense.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
but will make sense at the end of the day.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
yeah, that's our journey here. That's where we're going. And I feel like so much of like we talked about it earlier, so much of our brand is sharing our relationship and talking about our husband and talking about our kids. So it's like, Lara, how do you how, like, we kind of touched on it earlier about the lady who said she gatekeeps her marriage. How do you feel about that? Like, is that ever a fear of yours? Like,
no, absolutely.
Oh, I want to protect this.
Yeah, and to me, it wasn't even protection. I didn't look at it as protection. I looked at it as like, I don't need now one of y'all judging me how I'm running things over here.
Real.
Let's put right there.
Real.
Like we mentioned, we are first generation Nigerian Americans, right?
Yeah.
So the way we run our households are very different from how our parents ran their households, number one, right? Social media has now allowed different lifestyles and different gender roles to be exposed. But I think back when we got married, I was telling her actually offline today, I was like, yeah, my mama almost got blocked. Because I'm like, mama, this is how I'm doing things over here.
Like, let me be.
What you're not about to do is judge what the little thing I said here on social media, and now use that to like formulate your opinion of what you think is going on in my household.
Yeah.
So that is why I was like,
it's scary.
I don't want that. And so for me, when we started Marriage Pinnacle, faceless brand. I was like, Memi, I was like, if you wanna be in front of the camera, go for it.
Y'all know. If anybody don't want to be in front of the camera, it's me. No, thank you.
So it was absolutely like nah, I'm good. Yeah. And it, like, for me, it was not because I'm trying to low-key, I do want to protect it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want people to have opinions of what they think. But how I am and how I feel now is that people are gonna have opinions regardless.
Good, bad,
regardless.
Neutral.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna have opinions.
Yeah.
And so because of that, I appreciate the fact that I am not someone who is driven by social media, and that I'm likely not going to see the comment unless you had told me to go check and see the comment. Like, girl, they eating you up in there. I'm probably not going to see it because I'm not checking for it.
I'm checking.
See, I'm not.
Yeah,
and that is, I feel like that is a bit of peace for me.
Yeah.
Because it allows me not to like get in my head, which can easily happen, right?
Yeah,
like when I see these Uber celebrities and all that they have, you wear the wrong thing. You take a picture with the wrong angle. Your husband's not with you at one event. It is top
10 worst dressed in eternity.
Like, it's like having to deal with that. That is something I did not want and do not want, right?
Yeah.
But what on standing on the premise of our brand is that we're building community, because marriage is not something you do in isolation, right? And we believe wholeheartedly that when you have community that are going through similar things, similar experiences, similar ebbs and flows and seasons, then you are able to say, okay, I'm going to fight another day. Yeah. Or this is exactly where I'm probably supposed to be.
Yeah.
This is comfortable. This is uncomfortable, but how did you deal with this? How did you navigate that?
Correct.
Having that, I think, is gold, right?
Correct.
And so even though it's not like our husbands are on the podcast with us, like, we still are opening ourselves up to like opinions. Do you know what I mean? And there's just pros and cons.
Exactly. And
it's just pros and cons.
And I feel like it's extremely uncomfortable, but like you said, I feel like we've been doing it quite a while now, and it's kind of, you get used to it.
Yeah, because
for me, it's, again, like the whole, like the math thing, mathematical mind, risk versus reward, right?
For sure.
So the risk is that me putting my information out there, someone can be in the comments like, "Ew, girl." Like, even the TikTok I posted, somebody was like, "Whoa, touching the joint account, like, yikes! Thank God you're for." I was like, first of all, not too much.
Yo, she was about to come through that.
Not too much. But like, I'm a bite back. That's just me. I'm gonna be in the comments fighting, tussling, ready, tussle in the comments.
Play with me.
But to me, that one negative, or that one, like, it wasn't even negative comment, that one, like, K-leg comment versus the 10 other
that were positive,
that's risk versus reward.
That's
the
good.
Reward is outpaying. That means that it touched 10 people. One person is mad about it, or one person has something to say about it, but it touched 10. So that outweighs it for me.
Yeah, for sure.
That makes it worth it.
For sure.
Yeah.
There is no there's no, what is the saying? There's no something without reward. There's no, like, you always have to put something up on the line to get the reward, to get the gain, right?
Correct.
If that's not time, if it's not money, if it's not, it's something. You have to give up something. It's whatever in order to get the reward, right? And so for us, yes, there might be some pushback. There might be some, every now and again, there might be turbulence, right? But the destination is so much more important to us.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And I just think that because of what we do, because of our mission and our goals, I feel like us being vulnerable is sort of like a requirement.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like in order to build community, people have to know that they can trust us. Know that we are in the same boat as you. We're not like some wise. We're not preaching. We're not like some wise sages sitting up top. Just, you should not do this. You should not do that. Like, that is really not how we want to come at it.
Not at all.
We're more of like, girl, been there.
Still there.
Still there. Let me tell you how. Let me tell you what worked for me.
Yeah,
this what worked for me. This is what I did. And that is why we share.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like with the whole like sharing on, because there's a lot of people who just no face, no case.
No face, no case.
You're not seeing a man. You're not seeing a girl.
You want to see a hand and maybe a hand. You're going to get the wrist and that's it.
You're not getting a soft launch. You're not getting a hard launch. And that is how they keep their peace. They're also not doing the kind of business we're doing.
Yeah, facts.
That is how they protect their relationship and their marriage, by keeping that completely separate. I know people who have children that are 12 years old, never posted their kids.
Not a day in their life.
You ain't never seen them kids. And you're not
gonna see them.
If you don't see them out on the streets, you don't know what them kids look like.
Yeah, facts.
And that is how some people protect their peace.
Yeah.
And I love, one thing I love about being an adult.
Yeah.
You can do whatever the hell you want to do.
You can do what you want.
You can live your life exactly how you want to live it.
Yeah.
So shout out to those people.
Yeah, for sure. And also, I really do think that, like, I wouldn't use the word inspiration, but I do feel like you never know, which is why we're so like passionate about, because you just never know what somebody's going through.
Yeah.
And like, you never know how you're inspiring somebody to like keep going or to like look at something from a different perspective. And I think for me, that is why it's not necessarily about posting my relationship online versus not, but it is about like getting to a healthy balance of what is acceptable versus what is not.
Yeah,
definitely, for sure.
For me, on my private page, I feel like I'm definitely more of like an online diary type of girl.
Yeah.
So that's like why I keep my page private, my private page private, because that is literally my online diary. Like, I put all my posts there. You'll see like my day in the life. You'll see what I do.
Yeah.
And my husband is going to be incorporated with that. Like, I told the story of my husband going to dropping my kid off at practice and becoming a coach. And everybody's like, what happened? But it's like, that's like my online. Like, that's how I share my story.
Yeah.
And not to like flex or not to floss, but I've posted my man from day one.
Yeah, you have.
So since Facebook back in the day, I remember we had beef over him accepting me in a relationship with, do you remember that? When you were in a relationship with Facebook and you had to tag
them. It's complicated.
Yes, it's complicated.
We're aging ourselves. Whoa.
For the longest time, I had sent Dafo in a relationship with Dafo and he did not accept it. When I tell you, I was on his head. I was like, excuse me, you got me looking stupid.
Accept it now.
And just state my claim.
Please, let them know.
Well, yeah, that was back in the day. Back in younger day, wouldn't care about that no more.
Don't play with me. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just I feel like I've always been kind of vulnerable online and never was the kind of person to hide my relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm blessed that it's never negatively affected me.
Yeah, thank God.
I never had nobody come to me as a woman. Thank God.
Woman's a woman.
Thank God for that. Never had none of those situations.
Yeah.
So, so I've had a good experience with it.
Sure,
and I know some people, your experiences shape you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So some people have had terrible experiences and God bless you.
God bless you. God bless you. Okay, so for those, how do you feel like we balance it then, right? So how do you feel like we're able to deal with like online judgment, online criticism, being able to navigate what to post, not to post? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, first of all, do what you're comfortable with.
For sure.
Like,
for sure.
don't overextend yourself.
Absolutely.
And if it is your business, like us, if being vulnerable is part of your brand, then you have to just ask yourself, how do you make rules? Like, this is off limits.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, like I can be vulnerable, but you get a small piece.
Absolutely.
You know, like we know people that are like doing very, very well on social media. And one of the things that helps them is extreme boundaries.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I'll share this, and this, but you're never seeing it.
Absolutely.
And you're never getting that.
Absolutely.
And I would also say, I think, like we talked about it earlier, comments. I feel like that is some of the hardest thing that people deal with. So I would just say filter them or ignore them.
Yeah. Ooh, girl, I think filter is better than ignore, because you can only ignore but so much.
You can only ignore, but I don't even know how to filter hateful comments. But
I feel like you're able to put certain words in.
You can?
Yeah, I think you can put certain words in, and it blocks it. Like, if those words come up, you're able to. And that's and I think that is a good thing, because bullying is so real. And like cyberbullying, one thing about me, I hate bullying altogether. It does not matter if you're young, old. I hate it. I don't like when people feel that they are able to say whatever they want and however they want to somebody else because they're entitled to.
Yeah.
Like, I'm giving you a part of myself and you're literally stomping on it. It just bothers me. So I'm happy that, like, social media, there are platforms that have incorporated where you can filter out comments. And I think that's really good. And then also, I think, going back to like this negativity bias, like celebrating the positive comments, right?
Yeah.
Like, you mentioned like that for every 9, there might be one, but there's 9 people that celebrated you, that really understood where you were coming from, that resonated with what you were saying. And I think we need to highlight that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Especially for us, like, what we're doing is not about us, right? We talk about like marriage not just being about us. It's about our legacy. It's about what we're leaving to the next generation. But then we're trying to give that to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, we want everybody to have that type of mindset where they're doing it for the next generation, and we're building better families and better communities, right? So like, how are we able to celebrate that, you know? And I think also, like, for us, it always goes back to our why. That is our why.
That is it.
That is why we do what we do. That's why we show up and we record. That's why we post content. That's why we do what we do. That's why we pivot and things like that, because that's our why. You know?
Yeah. Love that. That's really good. It's really good. And I think you ate that. And I think that's good. Good job. So I would say, listeners, if you have any negative experiences, share with us in the comments. Like, maybe if you have a story of when you were trying to be vulnerable and had a bad experience, and that like sent you back into your cave or into your shell, let us know. Let's talk about it.
And, you know, remember, like, we understand that, like, negativity sells. We get it. But positivity transforms.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
The more you are able to put positivity out there, it shapes your mindset. It shapes the people you're around. It shapes your experiences. But negativity, it's a sinking ship.
It's a click. It's literally click bait. That's all it is. You
bait.
Click and you move on.
Yeah. Like, it's not anything that's supposed to keep you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's really important. And like, also understand your boundaries. Like she said, I don't think you have to be a big influencer to have boundaries, right? Like, I think that when we say boundaries, we don't want to say gatekeep, right? Like, we want people to celebrate their love.
Yes.
Like, again, it might not be on social media, but we don't want people to feel the need that they have to gatekeep, that they have to hide it. That's the difference. Like,
you don't want someone that has like, oh man, I have such a good testimony, or I have a beautiful, I wish I could talk about this. That kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. It sucks. And like, we want people to be able to like share their great experiences.
Yeah. And I'm a firm believer in, your experiences are not for you. They're for your testimony. They're for someone else out there. So you just never know. Like, it's, of course you can tell your group chat about your promotion or how your husband bought you a Mercedes. Like, of course you can tell your group chat, but it's, you don't know who could be inspired
I'm telling
outside of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And usually it's the things that you don't even think are important or big deals or whatever, that people are just like, yo, that touched me. You know, a lot of like myself and Memi were just, you know, being a little bit more vulnerable and sharing certain things. And like, our DMs, it's been so crazy. Like, the support and like people resonating with just the things that we're saying. And we're just
talking like we always do
from our hearts. You know what I mean? So we really, really, really want to change the narrative that things like love have to be gatekept.
Yeah. Or kept quiet or hidden.
Or hidden. Like we want to celebrate more positive. We need more of that.
I think that's the problem too. And I know we're wrapping up, but it's like you hear so much of the negative, like there's like we always talk about like the negative connotation that marriage has now, like in our society, especially in our age group. And it's like you just hear the stories of, oh, so-and-so got divorced or so-and-so did this. But it's like there are so many other like healthy, normal marriages out here. Like way more than the negative ones.
Low key.
But people just don't talk about it.
Don't talk about it.
Because people just assume that everyone, So that leaves this assumption that, oh, I'm not trying to get married, girl. Everybody's just suffering. Everybody fighting for their life. And it's like, no. Like, I mean, everybody's going through something.
Facts.
That is a fact. We're all going through stuff.
Definitely,
but a lot of us are getting through it together and doing well. And, so. Wrap it up.
So, again, we are not experts. We are not the end all be all. We are just giving our 2 cents in this big, crazy love, relationship, and health space, you know? And so if you rock with us, like we said, always like, comment, and subscribe. We want to hear what you guys have to say. Leave a comment, shout us out, send us a DM. We read all of them. And, we're going to see you guys on another episode of Chats from the Peak.
Bye.